It's this isn't Destiny, man. Get out of here. This is Trials and Tribulations. No, I'm surprised using the and symbol actually worked for the Twitch. Uh, the Discover category. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? As this loads, I'm just doing my stinking thumbnails from today's stream. Literally, like, Twitch was not exporting my VODs last night after we were done. That's why there wasn't a Monster Train today. I couldn't export it. Where's your head at? So it takes a minute to do, just hold on. And then I looked at it today after spamming it. I was like, just work, dude. Just hitting the export button wouldn't work. Then I saw I had like 300 of each video. Just waiting there. So that was Monster Train. It's a bit sucky because like I've had perfect record Monster Train so far, just for it to Twitch to be like, nah, brother. It's no big deal. It's just Monster Train a day. Monster Train has been 73 other ones, all released every day. I don't know what we're doing after this. I got like a killer migraine right now, so I'm not really sure what I want to do. But like, we'll figure it out. We could just hop on some Yakuza. I'm kind of itching it, but I'm not sure. This one was Curse of the Dead Gods. Nah, Sound Mixer, get out of here. Curse of the Dead Gods is this one. Drag it over. Playlist. Curse of the Dead Gods. Done. End screen. Let's do that one. And then schedule's already scheduled. There you go. Alright, man. We're good. Second is one trip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry up. Get my earbuds out too. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Alright. Phone, are you charged? You plugged in for a little bit. Why not? I don't really want to do Path of Exile or Destiny tonight after we're done with this. So like, I'll figure out what I do. I've been doing a lot of that. Or I do want to get Mr. Call going. So I'm not sure. I'm going to get this Master Nightfall skin done. Second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Sheesh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zavari. Truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac, and that. Am I correct? Oh yes, that's right. Not bad at all. First person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Also, prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, a detective and a rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Either they be best friends, or they tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone in security detail. You've heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. And why was this guy all by himself anyway? Must be some reason for it, I'm sure of it. Bro, I'm thinking freezing. Where's your head at? Tell us what the special monocles of yours witnessed. Alright, I should be good, I think. Maybe we'll just do like poker tonight. I don't know. When I witnessed approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Then when my nemesis, the infamous the Mask, dancingly descended upon me. As I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? Especially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, it's only natural. Fails to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch enemy. This is why my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. I just read this. I'll press for now. That would be at 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night? Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely, this is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. It was like the thief was the only one applying pressure. On your pigeon head, that is. Man, you sort of schooled him, Phoenix. In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous that Mask appeared. Dancingly descended from where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Somewhere, please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It only be due to his subtlety, camouflage cape and soft-soled shoes. Hereby W. Ace Nuts. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I could recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle with the security camera at the ready. Captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Along with, this photo is authentic. I don't see a problem here. Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo? I do. That's not him. Didn't we go over this, or am I taking crazy pills? Let's continue with the testimony. I don't know where I would press that, though. Captain knocked unconscious and you weren't able to do a thing. Certainly some very impressive detective work. Oh, well, Sir Lawyer. Have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. I lost memory for a case. And you lost your memory too. See, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? And the reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the wiring or the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked out senseless, and then... Half hour later, called the police about this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So what happened during those 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. The span of time has truly vanished into the ether. What's going on about? Something suspicious about Detective Admin. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? He says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. Can't be right, contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? How would he tell such an obvious lie? So, like, I don't know how I want to push it. But, like, it's either he saw him or he didn't, and I'm not sure how, I'm just not sure how you want to press it. It's not that. Now, it has been like 3 days since I played this game, I think. 2-3 days. It was 2 days. Why is this so loud? There we go. Mr. Amy, could you take a look at this, that special monocle of yours? Ah, this belongs to the criminally mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask brooch, found in the floor of the basement warehouse. Wonder how that happened. How elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. Clues show signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Ah. I only deduced that the thief struggled with someone that night. One thing I can think of. And there is only one person that was in a position to have struggled with the thief. Only person that was security duty that night, you Detective Amy. Irk. Why does he have Jeffrey hair, man? Detective Amy, you have must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness giving false testimony in a serious crime. Or I know. It's wait just a moment, sir, old timer. Talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. Just remembered, Your Honor, I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. You think he can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. So are you now saying that you had it with the thief on? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me. I think there'd be questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Amy, agree completely. Fight with a thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Amy cannot be so easily discombobulated. Fortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. The true gentleman fights only with his own fist, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam. That's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Hold it! So why did you look away from the door then anyway? In addition to the camera, I have prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's when I went to the computer, elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you went to work. When you were working the computer. Should I ask some more questions? About the sensor. What kind of sensor are you talking about? There were other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There were air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. Hooked up to heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. A lot of hardware. This is all yours. The retailer department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. Otherwise, he couldn't upgrade their equipment, huh? Really, cleared up any doubts you have about me, sir lawyer? I'm gonna ask about the camera. Hold it! Oh, did the computer belong to Lord Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data that was specifically designed by me and Luke Anthony. In that case, he could have each of them the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? What does that mean, discombobulated? Phoenix, you're 26. Young people these days really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry. What exactly does it mean anyway? I forgot. What was it saying? Jesus, better than the old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. We can go on with the testimony. What do you mean by a weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that Gandhi was hiding in that area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Alright, so he's talking about this as hero. The thief armed himself with the sword, but what about yourself, witness? I mean, that's your contradiction there. No, because it was not by the door to the warehouse. By the door to this vault. So I'm thinking of the warehouse differently. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was second in charge of the boxing club. Sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring at that time was my arch nemesis Mask to Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. I assumed the enemy fighting stance by a sudden flash of blade blinded me. And of course was checkmate, my opponent had bested me. You were blinded? What was that flash of light that blinded you? Bathed in the golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. The statue made me feel, I'm guessing? That wasn't very helpful at all. Well, there's one thing I'm actually sure of now, yeah? What is it? This new Gammy guy is definitely hiding something. Why? I think I'm starting to really figure out what really happened that night. And the true nature of this detective. Hold it. I'm definitely hinting towards the statue more, but like, I don't know how I gotta press it. Sorry, but that's a trade secret, I really can't say anymore, but I suppose I can tell you if you absolutely must. The main thing is to put you back to the wall, and then no one can get behind you. That's it, that's the anime fighting style. Well, Mr. Wright, it was very important. Detective secret technique after all. Remember to use that to take a walk home alone that night. How the heck is the eyeballing like that? It's freaking me out. It's too easy? The bad your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun that is, Mr. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. Oh, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind, with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now he testified that he struck you in the forehead. Hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I made another mistake. Detective Abby, this is not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hit the calling card from the police itself is strange. Almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. To err is human. To forgive divine. Humans are machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die. They love, they hate. Yes, they make mistakes. Hey, hold on. How pretty is that? Oh. What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. That asserts that Mr. Wright means Mask to Mask. My answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Abney's true identity is actually Mask to Mask. Yeah, Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Abney's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he manages to outperform for the gumshoe, and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene that made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked would arrive at a... Oh, please. My explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Abney. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask. Gurk. Mr. Wright, the soda really shows Mask to Mask. Security camera belongs to the retailer department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security, and simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective was actually the ace thief. Is this true, Witness? Jeffrey's going crazy, man. The Mask MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Abney, ace detective. Very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. Witness, you are admitting it? Recognize your chance. Yes, 10 to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Objection! When you assumed... Were we just smacked? I think it must go against... some rules, right? Got all blend number 1 and 2, my personal favorite. This man threw a coffee cup so hard that it pierced my man's skull and stuck there. The ace detective is actually the ace thief. That's another best-selling novel. Only one problem, it simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points tonight. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth, but it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. This detective really is a thief, then show us your proof of your claim. But I'd better be hot, because that's perfect as the coffee dripping down in your face. Oh, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like you to see if you have the necessary requirements to persuade everybody to believe that he is a criminal. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? I mean, looks pretty red right now. I'd like to finish service right now if I can, but can I really do it? Decisive evidence that proves is right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then, let's see what you got. Take that! Alright, sorry. We don't have it then. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. That's what I thought. One thing I could think of was the blackmail, but as of right now, we have no idea. Man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all. I see. I thought perhaps you read some evidence in your research dissertation. No good, I've got to stand the attack. Never get another chance to prove this guy's a thief. Don't give up anything harder and try again. It's not good, I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let's lose this? So you come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, hold it. What? Who are you? It doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's a sacred urn. It's the urn. Order. You, madame, that urn. Where did you find it? You'll never believe it. I was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, Ace Detective Luke at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Sacred urn updated with the court record. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Abney? Even you were going to have a hard time losing out of this one. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have anything that wishes to say? Yes, Your Honor, something amazing. Yeah, quickly times change. Old days a man would be taken at his word, it's truly said. Don't mind that Mr. Abney was involved. Before casting their aspirations, and Detective Abney consider you your young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes. What about it? How charming. Why is it that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring? Are you insulting? Insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you have discovered the stolen urn, including the office of the good detective here. You found the urn. What proved that? What does that prove? It doesn't prove where the urn was found before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame, this town is already full of the brim of lies. Anyone can only compound the tragedy that we have to put the witness to. You're wrong. I would never ever do such a thing. Mr. Light, please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. In some way, I'm gonna prove the urn was actually the detective agency. What's wrong? Is it your job to come up with something to say? Come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out the bag, didn't we? I remember doing that with whatever was in there. It was hard and round and smooth too. Must have been the urn, it must have, but I never actually saw with my own eyes. Amy walked in just when I was about to have a look. So even if it was in the urn, it was there, I can testify that it was. You're right. I think I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. This town overflowing with lies is still a single flickering candle of truth. Thank you, boy. Well, it's true that I never actually solved the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. How to prove the urn was actually in the detective agency. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir, lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. Yeah, go on. Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who had guarded the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it? We have no idea then. Does he have gloves? Alright, I was wrong. Urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints in the urn yesterday at the detective agency. Do you really think there's something who could fit the bill? I have no idea, man. This year? Okay, so I was under the impression that we just felt the outside of the bag. Not that we, stuck our hands in the bag and just felt inside of the bag. What's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Abby, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open up private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. A poor investigation. Well, what's in there? I'm taking it out now. Okay. Whatever it is, it's feeling kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember very well, it was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. And my fingerprints are on there, and it proved that the urn was in the Demi's office. Oh, the coffee's pure tar. Well, even if your fingerprints are on that urn, it still doesn't prove when down that we were right there, does it? Of course it does. What do you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. Polish it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. Should she polish it that much, she really would have removed any all fingerprints on it. The only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it was after yesterday. Yeah, I made 5th agency. This blend got up blend number 107. Decided this is the one to figure after all. Order. Accepted defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and wait. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need? Precisely, I already know that Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Gotcha, Jeffrey. You can go look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. Guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoy my little performance. Ahoy. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Amy's condition? He's still in the lobby laughing insanely, Your Honor. I think I didn't enjoy the jokes much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matter has been settled. Came perilously close to smirching the record of an innocent young man. Smirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't a thief. Horrifies the defendant, Mr. Rob Delight. Hold it. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not the right is what I was really trying to say. Oh, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the snarky, odious thief, is stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judgment. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. All I said, good man. It's lit the coffin. Smooth music. Mr. Goodnight, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your illness. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are a Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. Says I'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy, just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to be a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay, then talk or listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession. This is probably when we present the blackmail, right? I'm guessing. Truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and danced and descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I'm muted. What? This is how every trial goes. What do you mean, a minute ago? I don't think so. This is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Huh? I think I just pressed an accident. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, am I right? We're alright, but if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. Make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Just back my microphone. I'm fixing my hair. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination, Sai. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. I'll press harder. Why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. Second, if there's one thing that Desire absolutely detests, it's criminals. And if that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi's crazy about shopping, and she's a real shopaholic. She's love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi alcoholic, Desi-aholic. that you have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Let's continue with your testimony, I beg of you. I do believe we can just press, like, the wallet that we found inside the garage. I thought you were going to be the one to show dust proof. You know that you're the real Master Mask, and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Because you're the one making this outrageous claim for a chance? For a change? Come on, Nick, you know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ronnie couldn't possibly mask the mask. Well, I guess if you had the kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe it's the ship's strategy. Try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Like, it's just a wallet. Or the key card, I guess. Let's press the wallet, though. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you found the wallet, you should report it to the police right away. Now you don't understand this is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Honestly, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. The wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, and I'm serious. It appears that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he was at he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lori Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get anywhere by car, according to Larry anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the one who, you're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. Really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid on his first day of school. Just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make me look like I was just there and not at the heist. Planted there is really reaching now. You probably dropped your wallet when you took out the to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO's office. No. Ha. That's a pretty good try, Mr. Trey. Unfortunately, you overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would the thief go to the KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all. Stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. Shows why Mr. Delight were at the KB. Doesn't he work there? Don't want your true, then they reveal the rule. Come to KB Security at 1 AM on October 12th and bring 50,000. Don't all take the red diamond you received the other day instead. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, and that's... what is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail. What the phone? Nothing important, okay. Basically it says bring $50,000. Certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. Time of the theft, Mr. Delay was dealing with the blackmailer himself, in KB Security CEO's office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Ugh. Irk. No. Order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. I got a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... We'll just say that my God Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? Did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Well, no. I guess not. Using a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that, at least I know what I think of you. Good point, I'm not sure what I think of that myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim. Mr. Wright, Nick. I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. Remember that, Mr. Wright. There's someone who can testify. Sorry, he's not evidence, he's an actual person. Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. Looking at his picture makes this bile start to rise in my throat. Like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked out of the memory on purpose. Anyway, the man was working as a guard at the KB security that night. Oh. Question in his hand is the key card. Yup, that's the guy, that's the key card they use in the building I work at. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use the card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there is no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. You'll be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. Wow. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bolliard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the key card data here. So what does it show? Each key card has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, the card was used at 1 AM the morning of the crime. Found in Ron's wallet used on October 12th at the night of the crime at 1 AM. What that means, it can't be Mr. White dressed as the mask in this photo. Huh, I think you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe. So then. Ronald White was clearly in the office of the KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit the fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. You're a God-giver. This now became perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Humph. Oh, very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Delight, Ron Delight, not guilty. He's not a man. Court is now adjourned. Yeah, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed about myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks, thanks, Miss Delight. No, I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, Pearls. I got a bad feeling about this. Gasp. Who's this woman? She's nobody. She's just you're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You'd be ashamed of yourself. You know, she slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desire Delight. She's her client's wife. Gasp, Mr. Nick. Yes, you're even worse than I thought, going behind the neck of your own client. No, you got it all wrong. Never forgive you. Ow. Not double slap. Well, anyway, all this well ends well, right? Take your urn back, and the thief has been caught. It's alright, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. Actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. You won that case? Who won the case? And then why does this guy look so glum? But I am the thief, actually. What's the point now? What is it, honey? I'm best for you, Ronnie. I know that and appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is, come on. You have to get some time. You just got a little touch of the blues. You know about the feeling blue, right, amigo? You took it down. What are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trey. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over, huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bolliard was discovered. Kane Bolliard, where have I heard that name before? The name of the CEO of KB Security? A body. Estimated time of death was at 1 AM on October 12th. 1 AM on the 12th? You don't mean. That's right, amigo. Same time, this cheap little urn was being stolen. CEO of KB Security was being murdered. What are you doing here? Oh, come on, you've figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Have you already forgotten about the piece of info you helped out with today? Help me out, what? October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning. Ron DeLay was in the CEO's office at the scene of the murder. Getting the blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. Imbued with rage. Come on now, don't tell me you don't know. Rondelay was once an employee at KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Employee of KB Security. I think the alibi that saved him from being convicted of as a thief is going to be the news that got him hanged. I don't like an anti-alibi. No way. Can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, well, but I am a thief, I tell you. Rondelay, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. That can't be. That's impossible. Looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? Return from the depths of heck. Do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy? Who the heck is he? He may be quiet. Yeah. But he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder, and the one who established his presence at the scene was me. What? Ronnie. To be continued? Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going on? What the heck's gonna happen next? To be continued. I do want to get a glass of water real quick before we do more, so I'm gonna take like 3 minutes. Dunk, 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 dunk. Alright, I will be right back.